Here we are, day 2 of demos in support of Coda's AI at Work challenge. And again, I'm submitting an organizational operating handbook. So last time out, we used AI to create this offboarding process, and I'm just going to open it up with the details. And processes are made up of several important parts. One is a description that's kind of like a practice or guideline, or like a written policy to support employee understanding of the process. Next is a list of steps. So what are the things that we have to do to accomplish this process? And within each of these steps, we're supported by what I'm calling resources. And so these might be checklists or draft documents, templates, the things that we would use to really make our work more efficient. So today we're quickly going to create one using AI. Let's take collect company assets as this part of the offboarding process. So when someone leaves, we need to make sure that we're collecting all of the company assets. And how do we remember which ones we need? Well, let's make a checklist. So go into the details of this step, collect company assets, and here's our resources section. So if you have a GIF or something to support people working their way through this process, you can add it here as an image. If you've got a Tango or something similar like that you're using, you can upload the link here. And of course, if there's a template file like Google Drive or SharePoint, then here's a place you can drop that. Otherwise, you can create your resource directly in Coda using this AI prompt section. So let's say what we want is a checklist of company assets to be returned. Okay, so I hit enter, hit create resource, and now we're in this creating resource section. So that's it, there it is. I can quickly change this to a checklist if I want, and we'll just keep that like this, and there's some information there, of course, the title. And so if I go back to that step, so now we're back on the step, the offboarding process, step 4, collect company assets, then now here's that resource. It's there for everybody to see, and I can just open it up at any time. And what's nice is when you create a task from this, so when you run the process, this gets copied and it makes a unique copy of that checklist for someone to use and to document the process as they're working their way through it. So if you want to check out another one, let's go back to the process. We'll go to a different step, maybe conduct exit interview. So for this, a script would be handy. So let's say what we want is a script to support the exit interview with questions, prioritizing knowledge. Sure. All right, and there it is. We've got an introduction and a set of questions that feel pretty decent. What aspects were most challenging? Suggestions for improving the organization's knowledge management practices. So lots of good stuff there. And again, when we go back to the step, that resource is now there for us. Okay, so that was adding resources to your process steps. Tomorrow I'll come back, we're gonna chat with the process and ask it questions, see how well it can answer our employees' questions about how to do our work. Okay, thanks a lot. Take care.